Do you know what's great about the year?
There's 12 months in the year.
Exactly, which gives us 12 opportunities to tell you about the best games we've played.
We're gonna tell you about the best board games we played this month and then rank them in 3 categories.
Okay.
First one is my collection, games that if we wouldn't have them, we would buy them, place them in our collections, and keep them there.
The second category is Friends Collection, which means we really like the game, right?
Absolutely. But we don't have to own it, we can borrow it, won't feel bad about not having it. Third category is other collection, games that we just are not smart enough to appreciate. And I will start with a banger, alright?
Banger!
Wondrous Creatures is an amazing
Book?
Euro game? It looks like a book. And not only the box is appealing, but also the board game itself looks beautiful. You will have these good looking creatures. On your turn, you will place them on the map, gathering eggs and resources.
Or cards, which is like the main thing of the game.
And with these cards, you build your own ecosystem.
Tableau, all the fancy words. You just place them in front of you and feel good about it.
Yes, because they have actions that you can trigger from time to time or maybe immediately and get points from them. You try to collect as many trophies as possible by completing different tasks, and these tasks might be that your cards have to have butterflies on them.
Just have 15 cards in front of you total. Different kind of things you try to achieve to get points.
And the game is super satisfying as you can build really unique mechanisms on your tableau, as well as combo them.
Theme-wise, it feels like this is Pokemon.
Yeah.
So this is the island, you're gathering stuff, and then you capture all these interesting creatures.
And it has juicy choices for gamers, yet it's quite simple to get into.
The component of the year for me, which are these little crew members that you have, these little animals that you send out as workers, but you also have your captain who can ride them.
Means that this game is going into my collection.
I would have put it there as well. I really liked it, my wife liked it, and if my wife liked it, then I really liked it.
What the hell, man? It's the same shirt.
Oh, come on. Again?
I mean, this one's black. If you want these cool looking designs for yourself or as a gift to someone else, check out our merch store. It's all about board gamers, loved for board games. And did we mention that it really supports the channel?
I think we did, but it really does.
Ooh.
Woo! Giannis from the future, can you please add a dad joke counter somewhere on the screen? Because I'm not going to pretend like I ain't gonna do any of, okay? Tend is a game where it asks you to attend a colonization of a planet.
Whenever you do these kind of jokes, I'm always like imagining you thinking of them like, all right, this time I'm gonna film this tend. It's like, not tend. What else rhymes with it?
Anyway, let's move on and try to understand. This is pushing it, this game. This is a huge roll and write, aka flip and write, where you're gonna have sheets where you're gonna write things in and try to score a ton of points for different kind of things. Look at all the markers, and best part is that's not all of the markers. That's need a few cards. Now it's all of the markers. Each round, everyone at the same time will pick 2 cards as actions. And those actions will let you fill out spaces on your sheets. All of them will give you points or give you ways to get points. So the most unique parts about this game, which I haven't seen in any other game, are the scratch-off cards. One of the actions will let you either dig into the mine or cut some wood. Scratching those off will give you resources which you can use back on your sheet. The other thing that is really unique are these dice. This is a sheep, this is a chicken, this is a cow. And it will give you milk. You just spin it down and it will give you milk at some points. And this one will give you wool. There are also vegetables that you can plant. Those just grow and go away, but also use the dice same way. But there are dice you get to roll to decide where you get to fish. Yes, you can also fish, grow stuff, develop stuff, a lot of things. This is not available yet. They just had a crowdfunding campaign, but it's definitely gonna be available as a late pledge soon, so if you're interested, you can get it there. I really liked it, it's super colorful. However, I think I have a lot of really complex and big roll and writes, even though I think this visually is the most appealing to the wider masses. This would go into my friend's collection. I would never say no to this.
Well, last Kickstarter-ish thing for me is Shadow Moon Syndicate. You play bad guys, you're corrupt, and wanna do some crimes that pay. You know, crimes pay, right? That's the life lesson.
It does for a while at least.
And you can do these criminal activities in regions where you have the most influence. So you are different gangs fighting with each other, and your power are the influence tokens right here. You will have cards and you will play them on the table one by one. And then you will always be able to fulfill the top part of the card. And then when it's your next turn, if you play a card with the same symbol, then you can also do the bottom part. So you want a combo. Problem is that other players during their turns can mess up your rows. You might have stolen it. Or you might have moved it. There's a lot of interaction in this game where you can mess up everybody else's turns. And if at the end of your turn you have enough influence, you can take this token as retreat points. But the problem is, while you're trying to get that influence, everybody's messing with you, moving your pieces, you move their pieces, because, you know, revenge. That's kind of ish the game. You play 3 rounds, and at the end of the 3 rounds, who has the most money wins the game. One of the most unique things here, as I said, there are 3 rounds.
Okay.
That's not the unique thing. When the first round finishes, you pick up all of your cards that you played and store 3 of them for the last round. Because in the last round, you will play with the cards that you stored. So even in the first round, you will start to think about, hey, what will I want to do in the last one? The minus part is if you want to control the flow of the game and your decisions to have huge impact, well, this might not be the game for you, because until you get your turn back, everything is changed. All of these tokens are gone, your row is messed up. So if you're somebody who wants to plan everything, then this might not be for you. It's still a friend's collection. I would always and absolutely say yes if somebody would play it.
So right now, I'm going to put a new record that is probably either never gonna be breaking in our Game of the Month videos, or maybe sometime once. So this game is not 10 years old. It's not even 50 years old. It's almost 500 years old. It's called Cribbage. And since I'm getting very old, I thought I should get into these games. Bridge and what else? Dominoes.
Everything you see played at old people's houses. Yes.
Essentially, to play Cribbage, all you need is a deck of cards. This is my custom deck of cards because the one that came with this collection, it smells weird. Do you want to smell it?
Yeah, definitely.
It smells like, I'm not gonna say that word, but it starts with P and ends with is.
Yeah.
Right?
Did your cat pee in the
No, it came pre-peed.
Get the all-in pledge and get your
Cards pre-peed. In Cribbage, all you have to do is score 120 points. At the beginning of each round, each player gets 6 cards. And then, the game's super simple. All you do, I play 1 card, and then you play 1 card. I play 1 card, you play 1 card. Super simple, super easy, probably super random. One of the ways you score points is by matching cards I played. The other way you score points is getting exactly 15 total. It's a super simple card game, which I actually really enjoyed. Maybe because of the big part of the random, where I didn't have
Or maybe because you're getting old.
It's maybe both. But I played my wife and she said, it was just full of random, I don't like it. So guess what? It's not going into my collection, clearly. It's gonna go into my friend's collection, if I can find a friend who wants it. But if you have Cribbage and you wanna play, hit me up, I'll play Cribbage.
So for me, a little box that is actually super fun.
The box is super fun.
The box as well, because, look at this.
Okay, looking.
What? Yeah, exactly. But not just the box, the game as well is great. It's actually localized, so it's in Latvian. Sorry, viewers, you won't be able to read the...
They will be. They're just not gonna understand. What do you think, they can't read? They can read.
Google Translate them. There's a question in the middle, or a statement in the middle of the table, and there are some hints. Based on this, you have to answer the question. For example, this asks you, what's the main color of a flower?
I'm gonna go first. It says poppy, red. Haha!
It is red.
They don't even have to read. Boom, I get a point.
Now it's my turn, and I don't know any of these.
What are these flowers? These are fake flowers. I think we have a faulty version.
I know this one, but I don't know the name in English. It's yellow.
No, I'm gonna translate it.
All right.
Cock pants.
Cock pants.
I'm not joking, it's...
You heard it here first, cock pants, yellow. Yes, thank you. So now it's again your turn, and you can say stop I'm okay with 1 point.
Yeah.
Or you can risk it to get more points and guess another one. And cockpants is taken, so you can't guess that.
Purple. Damn it, it's
No,
blue.
it's blue.
So now, I don't get any points. Could have stayed with 1, could have counted 1. You know, be happy. Now I get nothing because I got greedy. Okay, another name could be Rooster Pants, I guess.
Rooster Pants.
But it's not as funny.
And then you open up the box and exchange the card for the next one. So this game goes to my collection because it's just great.
I will also put on my cock pants and buy it sometime soon. How about Uno No Mercy? Wait, please, just... My kids wanted it. I didn't... Well, I did make the decision. I like Uno. You know what? I like Uno. So how is Uno No Mercy different from ordinary Uno? Have you ever wanted to hold 20 cards in your hand at the time?
No.
Then Uno Mercy is that for you. There are cards like plus 10, you draw plus 10, plus 6. And there's another end game condition is when somebody has 25 or more cards in his hand, he loses. Okay. So you don't play it forever, actually. My kids liked it a lot, but what do my kids know? They live with me. They've been traumatized. Good thing they can take care of themselves at least. I wouldn't put this in my collection, but my kids really like it, so I'm going to create a new category, which is called My Kids Collection. So
Which is essentially the other collection.
Which is essentially the other collection that is still in my house somehow.
I played this one, which is the City of the Great Machine.
Unlike the other one that is just the City of Basic Machine or Ordinary Machine.
You keep working on those jokes again?
I'm doing it while we're doing the video.
I see. In this game, there are 2 teams. One always consists of 1 player, the Great Machine, and even in the rule book, it says from this point on, that person can only be referenced as the Great Machine. And this Great Machine wants to take over the world. People are trusting machines more and more and more. AI is taking over.
Good thing that's only in the game is not happening for real.
Woo! Yeah. You want to take control of this floating city by fulfilling your master plan. And when your master plan hits 12, dong, you win the game. The other players will play heroes. From 1 to 3 players can play the heroes, try to stop the Great Machine, and they can do that by creating riots. And if there's 3 riots, that's enough to destroy the Great Machine. They want to create more and more unrest, get people on their side, and then try to make these riots. First thing that happens in the round, the good guys, the heroes, play a card for each of their characters. These cards will have destinations where these characters want to go. For example, the Grand Citadel, right? This lady wants to go there. The more guards you will meet during your walk to your destination, the more resources you will have to pay. If you run out of resources, you will have to roll a die, and if you roll handcuffs, you can get detained, and the master plan will move forward. Then the Great Machine goes, and the Great Machine can place down guards or change places for the boards, because it's a city set on clouds and you can move these. So it completely changes the way that the characters need to move, but they will have to move based on the cards that they played. You play cards and hope that the Great Machine won't mess with your turns. It's one of my favorite games of this genre.
You got me super excited to play this.
But yeah,
like super excited.
Really enjoyed it. It's in my collection, for sure.
I also have a big box.
Ooh.
Avatar, Journey of Aang. This is a light, family, pandemic-y type of kind of game. It's a cooperative game. Nobody's actually playing Aang. You're kind of playing these trainers that will help him on his journey to level up and defeat the big baddie, the Fire Lord. Each turn you will either get new cards, you will play cards to upgrade Aang's power, and when I play the next card, the previous cards upgrade. Because it is needed when you actually decide to travel with Aang, adventure. You can move as far as you want, but each of those spaces will add a level of difficulty to your skill check. You roll a bunch of dice. At first you get like black dice, which are basic ones, and you see if you match the symbols needed. But as the game goes by, you can upgrade your dice, you can get more dice, you can go into Avatar state and throw these crazy, massively powerful dice. It's a nice family game. What I feel is a weird thing, it feels like it's a solo game, which we can kind of play together. I like the push your luck mechanism, I like the card mechanism where you play them and upgrade them. So it's really nice, it's not too long, it's very accessible.
Sure, so simple co-op game with Avatar on it, yeah. Here you go.
It's gonna go into other, because I already have 2 Avatar games that are fairly light as well.
Is there a thematic reason why he's farting so much?
Wow. He's flying. It's a cloud.
It's coming out of his butt.
Coming out of his butt. You know what? Watch the series and then you know.
So it is thematic.
Yes.
I actually tried out something old. Well, not as old as 400 years. So in this game, you are all building your own spaceships and traveling through space. I don't know if you know, but space is pretty dangerous. Asteroids,
There's pirates.
there's aliens.
All kinds of things. And the worst part is no one can hear you scream. I had to do it. I'm sorry. I had to. I mean,
You have a timer and you have to build your ship as quickly as you can. You need to shoot with something, so obviously lasers. Then you have some rockets to push you forward, because with those you will just stop in space, and I feel like that's not a good thing, right?
that is definitely not a good thing.
When the time runs out, you have to go to space, and that's the second part of the game. You will have cards.
There are bad things, worse things, and really, really horrible things that will probably happen to you.
There are meteorites that will destroy your ships, and you will roll dice to see where exactly does it hit.
It missed me. 3. But let's say if I rolled a 7, it would hit me dead on here, which means this all breaks apart. My ship's gonna be ripped apart, I'm gonna lose crew, everything's gonna be horrible.
So you want to score the most points by getting resources, but it won't count at all. You will lose all your points if you don't finish the race. So you better prepare your ship properly.
Yeah.
I'm not buying a copy, so I guess it goes to a friend's collection, because this is a game that from time to time I'd like to borrow and play. But it's really fun, and I'm really glad I tried it out.
It's gonna be a small one again.
Oh.
It's called Minecraft Explorer. Have you played Minecraft?
Yeah, tons. My favorite video game, to be honest.
So are my kids. So is my kids. So are my kids. My kids also love Minecraft is what I'm trying to say. This is a co-op game. All you have to do is fill 5 chests. These are the things you need to put into them. On your turn, you have 6 fatigue that you can use on actions.
Stamina.
That's what I said, stamina.
Fatigue is the opposite of stamina.
Yeah, anyway. So first thing you can do is you can explore. Minecraft's all about exploring. That's actually where you get all the stuff. Yeah, you play 2, you flip it over, and you got a sword.
Ooh.
Congratulations, you got a sword. It can be used twice, and you can use the sword to kill the mobs. Or some of the biomes let you explore it for cheaper as well. At the end of your turn, you're gonna play this card, which means the night has come. And so the mobs come. And the mobs keep coming until you reveal a mob that is not there. And they're here, I keep revealing, I stop. Whew, great, because one of these cards at the bottom is gonna say, Game over. And the last thing you can do is pay 1 to put things into chests, actually. So by paying 1 stamina, you can put all the things you have in here. And generally, it's just a really simple card game that I think wears the theme nicely. And it plays in 20-30 minutes. And it's just really nice. I don't think I'd play it with grown-ups. How Uno works is I love playing it with my kids because my kids love playing it. Okay? Right. But I love this game when I play it with my kids. Can you see the difference?
I see the difference.
Yeah. So this goes into my collection.
Those were our games of the month. Hope you found something for you. We'll see you next time.
We definitely will see you next time.
What new games did you play? Let us know in the comment section below. And don't forget to do the very important thing, which is
like, subscribe, comment, and consider, or better yet, become our supporter as a YouTube member or Patreon.